Hello everybody, and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today we're going to be playing some more Shaper. This deck came in second at a regional. The link is in the show notes. Let's take it for a spin. It is a Reaver Shot deck, one of my all-time favorite archetypes. Okay, let's mulligan. We want Aesops in the opener. We didn't get it, but we got some more accelerant, so I will take it. Gotta get my blanket down. Rolling brown out. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Guess my deck is not particularly interested in giving me my econ engine. There we go. Hey, just chill. Alright, so I don't know. I'm in the unenviable position of I really don't know. I don't really know what my opponent is about. Alright, so let's draw. We finally get some fodder for Aesops. And let's go ahead and get Reaver by go getting an SMC and then popping it to go get a Reaver. So now the engine's moving. Let's see if they go protect that pad campaign. All right. Net Ready Eyes is looking good. But I think of everything that's here, it's got to be the thing that has to go. What an interesting engine this is. Alright. There has to be something in HQ, so I think that's where we're gonna go next turn. Hey, Captain Rock. Good morning. Let's hit HQ. I want to see what's there. DNA tracker. So that's a huge chunk of their cache that we just ate up. That's nice, because that is potentially opening up an indexing for the remainder of this turn. There's probably another pop-up. This rolling brownout is surprisingly effective against us. I have to imagine that eventually our opponent has to score. Alright, we're getting there. Now, I know this is kind of slow going, everybody, but there's no reason for me to rush. These big ice. Man, rolling brownout. Oh, thank God, an agenda. Alright, so there's a net quarantine. I really want to mad dash it, which means I gotta click for $1. Because it's gonna cost me $1 to play mad dash. Which is miserable. But we're gonna get there. I mean, rolling brownout is a really funny counter to this Chaos Theory deck that I've been playing. Because it just drives the efficiency of that engine into the dirt. I now understand the folly of my ways, because that Net Ready Eyes was to make Chameleon 4 strength. Ooh, Utopia Fragment, nice. Okay, we need to get rid of that pad campaign. So let's go ahead and do that. It's gonna suck real bad, but we gotta do it. No, I don't think they teched against me specifically, but if other people are playing that style of cantrip Shaper right now, because it's been doing well at a couple of tournaments, then it would stand to reason that people are starting to think about how they counter a deck like that that doesn't really interact with them. I mean, that's okay. So far, I'm really impressed with how smooth this engine feels. Let's draw. Let's put that down. Draw again. That's what I wanted. I wanted Fem in the trash so I could scavenge Paperclip to get it at a discount. Which means I can... I'll just pawn it next turn. I got a big open hand, though. Probably gonna be this and this. Shadow Net would also be good. Now we are in business, kids. Morning, Ratsuka. I've been good. How are you doing? Okay. So I think it's high time we went for an indexing. But first, let us pawn. Actually, let's think about this. I don't want to blind fem anything. So let's just run R&D, now that they definitely have the money to afford to res whatever's there. So that's definitely a good fem target. And let's just get ready to try to close this game out. All right. I think we're pretty well set up here. Been D&D vacation. So when you say werewolf, you mean like One Night Werewolf, or do you mean like Werewolf, the tabletop RPG? Alright. Let's start getting rid of stuff. I would say that there almost certainly has to be agendas in HQ, right? That's what I would think. Let's poke HQ. Alright, things are getting a little dicey. So now we're at 6 points, which feels pretty good. All right. After this, we can pawn the Shadow Net. And then from there, we should just maybe try for the indexing. So we need 5 here, 7. Let's keep moneying up. As we just sell back our entire rig. Yeah, that's true. I guess I could have also, that's a good play, Retsuka. I could have gotten rid of the Mad Dash as to trigger another sure gamble. Okay. Let's poke the waters. Morning, Michael. Should I check archives here? Do we think that there could be something in the bin? At this point, I also have to be I might pawn paperclip next turn. Morning Confis, morning Drop Air. Reminder to everybody that while we're here, we're heading into Worlds. I'm gonna need to be streaming off of a hotspot the entire day. If you want to check out the Patreon links, throw me a couple bucks, or just subscribe on Twitch and tell other people to do the same. If you've got Prime, it's free. Probably going to end up spending a couple $100s on data at Worlds streaming. I think we should run archives. If there's no agenda in here, I may have just cost us the game. Oh, there was a one-pointer. That was a good game, though. Nice. They got to do their thing. I got to do my thing. They got to really tax my economy to, like, keep me from being able to, like, explode out into the late game. Like, that's a great example of how Spark can kind of drain out your resources over the course of a long game. This is an incredible hand. We're keeping that. Good luck. Have fun. Okay. So oh, I really hope this isn't like some sort of bioethics deck. It'd be miserable. That's probably game right there. Malia. Very powerful card. Because basically now I can't run that without flatlining. I really don't like these style of decks. I'm just gonna try to flatline as quickly as possible here. Yep, so here's the viral weaponization that they didn't earn. I didn't get any economy early, and I can't run any of these remotes to trash anything because there's a DNA tracker in the mix. That's a good game. I'm going to move on to another matchup. Yeah, I mean, I'm considering putting Rumor Mill in my max deck over Hacktivist because I think it's more impactful than that card. I mean, there's a lot of popular cards that it hits. This lovely background was created. You can find the link to it on Netrunner, Dorks or Geeks, or whichever is the one we use now. It's made by Grand Zeph, which you can see here, and I asked if I could borrow it because, you know, it's my sign-off phrase. So I figured that's a nice nice little synergy there. How you doing, buddy? You doing okay? All right, looks like our opponent's thinking. So real quick, I also want to talk about that tonight is the first mission episode of Underworld Contacts. We had our session 0 and our legwork phase for our first caper, and tonight our group at 9 p.m. EDT are going to be going on their very first mission. Come check it out right here on Twitch and YouTube, and yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for Aesop's Pawn Shop. I don't think, Vincent, it's really about limiting the number of remotes. It's about, you can fight that style of MTI deck a lot easier as an Anarch, because if you take damage checking things, it kind of like tutors your breakers. Whereas with Shaper, especially early on, like having your entire hand bodied is just like devastating. All right, if they keep not icing R&D, I think next turn we gotta just go for the Gusto. I don't know why it looped back around to this song already. Am I on shuffle? Oh, I am on shuffle. Yeah, if they don't ice R&D, alright. Let's index. We'll probably get at least one Jenda. Hopefully we'll get a nice one. No, we're going to be using, Vincent, the Sprawl RPG by Hamish Cameron. It's a Powered by the Apocalypse game that has a more mission and squad-based, like, cyberpunk feel. The writer of the book, Hamish Cameron, is a huge fan of Netrunner, so there's a lot of elements of Netrunner kind of built into it, but it's leaning more towards traditional cyberpunk. Next wave 2. Whew. Oh, it's because of Coindu. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, so let's go in and get that. Which means we should definitely go check that. Because that's probably one of those tracer boys. Nice. Double agenda steal. Now, of course, we still don't have either Reaver or Aesops, but we're getting there. I just also want to say, in general, there's been a lot of like high tension stuff going on lately. I just want to say thank you to everybody who comes out every day and hangs out, and we just sit and chill and talk about Netrunner, because it really brightens my day, and I'm in kind of a shitty work situation these days. So hanging out with everybody, it really does improve my day. So I love that you're all here, regardless of whether or not you're one of the monetary supporters of the channel. It's just great to know that the community is still out there and still excited about the game. Alright, we gotta actually like get our engine going. Somewhere in this pile of cards, there is both Aesop's Pawn Shop and Reaver. Hey, Confus, can you link the link to the Sprawl RPG? Oh! Oh! This is getting savage. You should be able to post links because I made you a mod. Now we have the advantage here in that our opponent doesn't have any points, so we're not super pressured to do anything right now. Yeah, the Powered by the Apocalypse is very good stuff. I feel like it really gets people into a mental state that's good for character-driven roleplay. Not always. But with D&D, even though I really enjoy those systems and Pathfinder and things like that, I feel like there's these emphasis on these little granular details and really granular bits of like strategy and optimization that don't actually contribute directly to a good story. Whereas the Powered by the Apocalypse games is all about how your characters interact with the action and interact with each other. So it's all about creating a good story. Now, our opponent has something triple advanced here. I don't know if they're trying to maybe bait me into a Cerebral Overwriter, or maybe this is going to be like an overscored Vitruvius, but we've already reached the point where they've hit 3 points and they haven't scored it, so I'm probably not going to run it. It's not like we're up against yellow where we have to worry about like a Beal situation, so I'm not overly concerned by it. Oh, they haven't even started their turn. Oh no, they did start their turn. So that was a trap. This is probably an agenda or another Rashida. We just can't... We cannot catch a break, huh? Man, this deck has these net ready eyes, but I can't imagine ever wanting to install them. The good news is next turn, if they don't ice R&D, we can just freely index. Morning, Chris. Oh yeah, what is it, like 5 a.m. for you? Okay. So, we're halfway through our deck. So hopefully, the heart of the cards has got us. And we're gonna finally draw Aesop's Pawn Shop. Oh, right, because we're on EDT now. RIP. Well, we'll index first, because we have the Mad Dash. And we got the SMC. And that's game. Without us having to do any of our deck's actual tricks. No good game. Okay. Well, I have to run a little early because I have to take care of some errands. But everybody, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come hang out with me. I always appreciate having you with me. If you can, if you got that sweet Prime sub, or even if you don't, try to hit the subscribe button on Twitch. Give me a couple bucks, or take a look at the Patreon links. We're going to tear through a lot of money on data at this world's streaming, so I'm gonna just try to offset those costs. And I've also bought new fill lights and things for trying to make that glareless tournament. You know, if you look at my most recent tournament, there's virtually no glare on the cards, and that's because of all of your support, helping me getting better lighting equipment and better cameras. Thank you, Captain Rock, for the sub. But yeah, every little bit helps, because it's gonna be a couple $100 probably that I'm gonna spend powering my hotspot for Worlds. If you're available tonight and you like roleplay, come check out Underworld Contacts. It's a sprawl RPG live play set in the world of Android that I'm playing with several other Netrunner players. Tonight is our first mission, so it's going to be pretty exciting. And until I see everybody again, always be running.